And today I'll be talking about the 7 habits of highly effective persons or highly effective people. In our previous videos, I've been talking about leadership. I started a leadership course whereby I explained who a leader is. I spoke about types of leaders, qualities of a good leader. We all did that. And again, I spoke about the principles of a good leader. As a good leader, what are the precepts? What are the canons? What are the rules that we are supposed to inculcate in our day-to-day life? And today I'll be talking about 7 habits of highly effective people. Like I used to say, we all are leaders and we need to be effective in the way we do our things because as leaders, we are standard. Many people they look up to us. So as people look up to us, we need to be of best behavior. We are not doing it to impress people or to impress others. We are doing it because it is right. That is the best thing to do. Thank you. If you are just joining the live session, Miss B is your host, and we are talking about the 7 habits of highly effective people. If you have any comments, you can comment on the chat box. You can equally share the link and invite so many people as you can. And if you have a reaction, you can equally do that. So today I'll be talking about 7 habits of highly effective people. What is habit? When we talk about habit is like a way of life. The way we keep doing something is a way of life. Okay, it's a usual way of behaving or a tendency that someone has settled into. It is a tendency that someone has settled into, meaning that it is a particular way of life or a behavior that a particular person or group of people keep exhibiting every day. Okay, that is a habit. Some people have good eating habit while others have poor eating habit. Some people have make it a habit to always, you know, eat vegetables twice a week. Others have made it a habit, okay, to drink a lot of water, say 5 liters of waters every day, liters of bottles every day. So that is all about the habit, okay? So a habit can either be positive or it can be negative. Let's consider this. When you are eating healthy, when you do sport, okay, you do exercises, that is a positive habit because you become healthy and you're inculcating a healthy lifestyle. So habit can be positive or negative. You know, on the other hand, a negative habit is when we procrastinate. You say, okay, I will do this, I will do that, but you don't do any of them. That is a bad habit. Okay, it hinder your success in life. When we procrastinate in life, it hinder our success and it delays us. Time wait for no one. Time wait for no one. So as leaders, we need to be time conscious. We need to maximize our time rightly. We need to be consistent in the things we do. If not, there is no effectiveness and efficiency. We need to minimize our time. What am I supposed to do? You do it at the set time. A leader is an organized and disciplined person. Remember, in our previous videos, I spoke about the fact that as a leader, you must have principles, you must have precept. Even if you are standing alone, stand on them. That is what makes us unique as leaders. We need to avoid this negative habit of procrastination. I will, the future tense, and you don't do it when you're expected to. Time is like a journey, it doesn't wait for no one. Make sure to accomplish your goals, your vision, your objectives about life when you see it and you have to do it. I keep telling people leadership is when you see something before it happens and you work hard to make sure that it happens. People develop habits for different reasons, for diverse reasons, for various reasons. There are people who have developed a positive habit, a positive way of living, positive tendency, because they believe that living an upright life is the best. Others choose to live the way they want to. Life is a choice. I keep telling people, life is a choice. Life is a choice. We need to choose to live rightly or not. So life is a choice. The decision is ours. Are you living positively? Are you living rightly? The decision is yours. So today we need to make that decision. That is why I'll be talking about the 7 habits of the highly effective people. This is a book which I've sold. This is a book which many people have read. Before writing my book, The Golden Night of Horror, I have read so many books and I am still reading books. Great leaders are great readers. We need to read to improve our skills, to improve our personalities, and to improve our being. We read, reading is not all about to become successful. We read to educate ourselves. We read to stand in the society. We read in order for us to be distinguished. It's not all about reading spiritual books. It's not all about reading academic books. Let us read. We just need to have that habit of reading. That is what we need to have, the reading habit. The Bible says we need to read to show ourselves approved. Reading should be a lifestyle. When you read, you cannot be deceived by any man. When you read, you cannot be fooled by any man. Because you read, you have been exposed to content. I keep telling people, most people, the solutions to their answers, to their problems are in a book. The answers you have been looking for is in a book. And if you choose not to read, how will you find those answers? So we should make reading a lifestyle. Okay, that was my introduction. I spoke about habit. I explained what habit is. I said habit can be a positive way of living or it can be negative. People live based on their perception. Now I'm going to start to talk about the first habit. A moment, please. Okay, so that is it. So our topic for today is 7 habits of highly effective persons. If you want to be highly effective in your journey of life, what are you expected to do? What do you need to do for you to be highly effective? What are you expected? What are you supposed to do? Okay? To be highly effective in life, what are you expected to do? Firstly, you need to be proactive. If you read this book, okay, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, you are going to affirm with me that the first of the habit is to be proactive. What does it mean to be proactive? To be proactive means you focus and act on what you can control and influence. You don't need to focus on things you can't control. I used to say life is a mystery. We need to focus on the things which we can easily control, the things which we can influence instead of focusing on things which we cannot control. A leader with a proactive mindset keeps saying that I can do it, I will do it, I am doing it, I am responsible for it. It is possible for me to be successful. It is possible for me to win this prize. It is possible for me to impact my generation. Okay? So, one quality of a great leader is you have to be proactive. Proactive meaning you take responsibility for your actions rather than blaming people around you. Taking responsibility for your life. Being proactive means you take a responsibility for your life, for your well being, no matter the situation or the condition in which you are. Gone are those days whereby some people used to blame people for misfortune. As a proactive leader, you don't need to blame anyone for your misfortune. You need to be steadfast and you need to have your clear principles. You stand on them until you accomplish your dream. A proactive leader is responsible, response and able, response able, meaning that they take responsibility for their actions. They recognize their strengths, their weaknesses, okay, and they work on it to become perfect leaders. So, ladies and gentlemen, today my advice for we all is that we need to be proactive leaders. We are not expected or we should not blame people for the things happening around us. No one is responsible for the things happening around us, but we can change things. Proactive leader says, I can change to become a better person. I can become more successful. It's not all about saying it. When you say it, you believe it, you do it, that settles it. When you say it, have a picture of what you are saying and you work toward that goal to accomplish it. Okay. Proactive people do not blame others for their circumstances or conditions in life. They do not blame people. They take full charge, full responsibility for their actions. They don't blame people. Ah, I couldn't pass this exam because of my friend. He invited me or she invited me for a party. Oh, I'm not very successful in life because my parents didn't help me. They didn't send me to school. Oh, I'm not very successful in life because I have no parents. My parents died when I was younger. That is more reason why you need to be more responsible. You need to believe in yourself. We don't blame people. I think at times in life, things have happened the way they are. We take them as a challenge to become more successful, to become better and effective. Okay? Unlike reactive people, reactive is a complete opposite of proactive. Reactive people are often affected by their physical environment. Reactive people, they are always affected by their environment and they blame others for their misfortune. The negative things that happens in the life of reactive people, they blame it to people, they blame the environment, and they are never happy because they keep complaining. We should learn how to live a life void of complaints. We need to be happy. I keep telling people that happiness is a choice. You need to choose to be happy. You don't need to, someone is not expected to make you happy. You choose to be happy because it's a choice. It's a choice. The more happier you become, the more lively you become, and the more healthier you become. The more glamorous you become, glamour. Okay, so that is how it is supposed to be. For example, reactive people, when the weather is bad, they complain about the weather. Oh, today the weather is bad. It's so cold. It's so hot. It's so sunny. And because of that, I feel sick. I have a headache. I couldn't accomplish my work activities. Reactive people, they complain about so many things happening in their physical environment. That is not how life is supposed to be. No matter the weather, no matter the weather conditions, no matter the activities happening around us, it shouldn't affect our psyche. Our minds are not supposed to be affected by the things happening around us. We need to have a static mindset. We need to have an optimistic mindset, okay? That growth mindset whereby even when things which are negative happens around us, we are not moved. We are not moved because we have a vision as leaders, because we have a plan, we know where we are going to. Okay? And most of the times, reactive people, they blame people and circumstances for their behavior. If the weather is good, they feel happy. Okay? If the weather is bad, they feel bad. It's just like they have mood swings. It's crazy. Okay. So today, as great leaders, we need to put on the armor of proactive leaders. Okay. Why proactive leaders keep saying, I can do it, it's possible, I'm responsible for my life, I'm responsible for my future, I'm responsible for my destiny, I'm responsible for everything happening around me. Okay. Reactive people are, I can't do it, it's difficult, I cannot cope with this. They are always pessimistic. Okay, so their things always affect their attitude, and as a result of that, their performance is equally affected. Just imagine that as a worker, you keep complaining about the weather conditions. It affects your mood and makes you not to go to work. Does that make sense? It therefore means you might never go to work, and if you don't go to work, you'll be fired. If you have a goal as a leader, you're a disciplined person. In your plan, okay, you have to study, you have to, let's say, go to work, you have to take the kids to school. Okay, just imagine that you're a reactive person. Anything you blame people for, the weather, you blame the weather. You will never achieve your objectives in life. You become pessimistic. As a result of that, it plays a negative connotation in your mindset. Your mindset becomes transformed negatively. Great leaders must have a transformative mindset. Great leaders must be disciplined. Great leaders should always move forward despite all odds. Great leaders take bullets. They show the way. They lead and others follow. Great leaders don't blame people for their misfortune. They take responsibilities for their actions. They recognize their mistakes and they adjust it themselves. That is what great leaders do. And we all need to keep doing those stuff. As leaders, we need to be responsible. So the first habit was be proactive. For those who are just joining us, we are talking about the 12 habits, the 7 habits of highly effective people. If you want to be an effective leader, you need to be one, proactive. Number two, begin with the end in mind. At times in life, have you ever gone to let's say gone for a research or go somewhere without having a plan? Begin with the end in mind. At times, just picture yourself. Okay, this is what I want to do. This is a design of the dress I want to bring out. You have the end, you see it in your mind, and you work hard in order for you to make it a reality, in order for it to happen. Okay, so as a leader, you need to begin the end in mind. Okay, before I came on to do on this live session, I knew that I'll be talking about the 7 habits of highly effective people, and I picture myself, I envision myself transforming or creating impact in my audience, my listeners, my assembly. I had that in mind. And I believe that before the end of the live session, many lives, many destinies will be transformed based on these teachings. There are so many ways we can create impacts as leaders. We shouldn't say, oh, I don't have money, I can't do it, it's impossible, I don't have books to read. Let us make use of the opportunities we have around us. If you have internet connection, use it to create impact in your community or in your country. Okay? If you have opportunities to attend symposium, seminars, do it to create impact. Okay? That is how life is supposed to be. So you need to begin with the end in mind. Define clear measures for your success and plan to achieve them. What measures or which measures do you intend to use to accomplish your life goal? You want to accomplish a life goal, right? You must come up with steps, strategies, methods in order for you to accomplish that life goals. That is why you must begin with the end in mind. You must begin with the end in mind. You must have steps, strategies, method, techniques to use. Begin with the end in mind means that it is based on your personal imagination. Life at times is like fiction and non-fiction. Imagine that thing which you have always quest to become. Okay? Begin with the end in mind is like having the ability to envision what you can't see presently with your eyes. So you envision what you cannot see, or probably what you don't have now with your eyes, and it helps you to work harder to achieve that. Okay, I keep telling people, at times you might say, okay, I want to become a great journalist, I want to become a great public speaker, I want to become a very successful businessman. Envision yourself becoming a successful business person. Write down your measures, your strategies. Let it sing a song in your mental health, in your brain, and you will see yourself accomplishing that which you want. Say it, believe it, and do it. Imagine it. So begin with this with the first in mind. It's all about your personal imagination. It's like the mental and the physical creation. You have a mental conception in your mind, in your psyche, of what you want to become as a leader, or let's say of what you want to change in your community, or let's say the project you want to accomplish. You already have it in your mind, in your mental mind, in your physical health. Okay? And now, how can you accomplish that? You need to work hard to make it physical, visible. People need to see it. When something is mental in your psyche, no one sees it. It's like a picture. But you need to bring it to an open air in the physical world where people can see it. If you want to create impact in your community, you have a draft in your brain. You need to start doing it. You need to start creating impact. And now, the best way for us to live as leaders, for us to be successful as leaders, we need to incorporate this habit to develop a personal mission statement. How many of us have personal mission statement? Business people, you must have a vision, you must have a mission, and you must have a personal vision statement as a guide, as a blueprint to your destiny, as a blueprint to your organization. You must have this personal mission statement because it is like a drive that triggers you to accomplish the goal. Thank you. If you're online, you can like the session, you can share the session, you can invite so many people as you can. And we are going to have interactive session. Okay. So as a great leader, you must have a personal mission statement. When we talk about beginning with the end in mind, for you to begin with the end in mind, you must have a mission to accomplish. You know what you want to do, and you have to start doing it in order for you to be successful. Success entails hard work, and you don't only work hard, you work smartly. You plan to avoid failure. You plan to be efficient and effective, and to be unique in the ways we do things. So, ladies and gentlemen, we need to be proactive. We need to begin with the end in mind. This habit equally enables us, okay, to realize our goals in the real world. When you begin with the end in mind, you have your mission statement. It helps you, or it helps us to realize our life goals. We see it happening in the world, we see it physically. Like, for example, before this year came to an end, before last year came to an end, I said to myself that this year I must publish a book. I must publish a book. And I wrote 2 books. This year, this is the second half of this year. I have published my book. I had my mission in mind. My mission statement was in my mind, which was at least to publish that book, which I did. Which I did. So, what do you have in your mind? What do you want to do? What is your mission statement? Okay. And today, my book is there. People are buying on Amazon. People are buying the hard copies. People are buying on seller.com because I have the desire to create impact and change in my society. And the only way for me to do that, I need to work hard, I need to be smart, and I need to apply all the rules of the 7 habits of a highly effective person. You know, your mission statement makes you to be a leader of your own life and destiny. Your life and destiny is in your hands. You choose what to do with it. Okay? Your life, your destiny is in your hands. You choose what to do with it and what not to do with it. So the ball is in your court. Once you have a mission statement, it's like a blueprint. It guides your activities. It guides your destiny. It guides your achievement. And it gives you longevity in service and in life. Remember, great leaders are readers. We need to read. After this session, in case you're interested of the book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, you can always come to me. Today, I'm going to talk about 3 of the habits. And tomorrow, Monday, at 4 p.m., I will talk about the other habits. You need to create your destiny and secure your future as a leader. How can you create your destiny and secure your future? 1, you need to be proactive. 2, you need to begin with the end in mind. You need to strive to succeed. You need to seek for advice. You need to envision your future, what you want to become, what you want to accomplish, what you want to achieve. You need to have that in mind. You know, I keep telling people that life is a misery. We need to take it hard at times. Success is not cheap. Success entails a lot of hard work. We must work hard and smartly to achieve our dreams. Most people spend time leisuring, leisuring. I keep telling people life is a battle. We must have an equal pie chart, okay? We need to live a balanced life. We have a leisure time, we have a study time, we have a play time, we have time for everything. That is how it's supposed to be. We need to have time for everything. We need to have time for everything. Time to eat, time to play, and time to do the things which we want to do. You don't just sit and do nothing. You need to live a balanced life. Don't study all the time and you have nothing to do. You study at the same time, you have fun, you catch fun with friends, you catch fun with families, you hang out, especially during summer vacation. Go to the beach, embrace nature, live a holistic and naturalistic life. You know, as a leader or as leaders, we need time for ourselves, for recreation. So it's not all about reading, doing this, doing that. While you empower yourself, you equally live a balanced life. When we are done with this leadership course, or equally talk about time management, or talk about time management, or talk about motivation. So today, for those who are just joining us online, I am Miss B, and I have been talking about the 7 habits of highly effective people. Okay, so how can we be highly effective? I explained that we need to be proactive. We need to be proactive. We need to begin with the end in mind. And my desire for we all here is that we should never give up in our dreams. We should never give up in accomplish our dreams. We must be proactive. We should not be scared about life. So thirdly and the last, we need to put first thing first. Put first thing first is the third habit in order for us to become highly effective in our communities or societies. We need to put first thing first. In your life, in your future, in your destiny, in your academics, what is the most important? Is it your family? You put your family first. Is it your job? You put your job first. Is it your religious life? You put your religious life first. In economics, they say scale of preference and opportunity cost. Opportunity cost meaning that you need to forego some things in life to be more successful. There are some things you must forego. There are some things you must neglect to become more successful. You give priority to others. There you go. Some people, they don't have first thing first in their life. Everything is first or everything is last. It baffles me, when I talk with some people, they say, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do that. I don't know how to begin. And I tell them, put first thing first. They say, no, everything is first. It's not like that. It doesn't work that way. There must be a scale of preference. There must be something which is more important than the other or most important than the others. We need to prioritize our things, our activities, okay? Our activities. We need to put first things first in order for us to achieve our important goals in life. We need to put first thing first. This habit is an exercise of living an independent life toward becoming a principle centered person. As a great leader, you need to be principle centered. I explain about this. You have your principles, you live by them, you apply them in your day to day life. You live by them. When people see you in your organization, they say, no, this man, this woman is a principled person. She lives by her rules. She doesn't go against them. And she's unique in the way she does her things. Put first thing first. Okay? As a student, for example, what is your goal? Your goal is to achieve higher grade, to become exceptional. So in your pie chart, you need to put education first. You do your assignments, okay? You attend your seminars, you do your PowerPoint presentation, okay? Probably second as a student, what else? Probably you have leisure time. Okay, we all need a leisure time. We have a balanced life. So we need to put first thing first. As a CEO of a business, for example, what is your objective? What is very important to you? You need to live healthy. Leaders need to be healthy because you cover events, you go for seminars, you go for training to empower yourself. So you need to live healthy. You need to eat rightly. You need to be strong, okay, in order for you to run the activities of the company. So your health is paramount. Your health is fundamental. Then after that, what next now? You need to make sure that all the equipment needed for your company are made available for workers. You need to make sure that the running of the company is perfect. The day-to-day running of the company is intact. So we must put first thing first. Okay, this is a practical fulfillment habit. It is something which is practical. When you practice it, you fulfill it, and you see that this vision is accomplished. What do you want to become in life? You put it first. Put first thing first. What is very important to you in your destiny, in your life? For us to secure a perfect, a good, and a renowned destiny, we must put first thing first. If you want to be effective, great, and efficient as a great leader, you must put first thing first. Okay? You must put first thing first. Now we saw the first habit. The first habit about being proactive is about change. You be in charge of your life. The first habit, now I'm giving a summary of everything and we are going to conclude the live session. So the first habit was being proactive, which means you are responsible for your life, you are responsible for your action. You don't blame people for your misfortune or for the things happening in your life. Your environment has no influence towards you. The first habit, proactive, means you are in charge of everything that has to do with your destiny, that has to do with your life. You are the creator of your life and the creator of change. You can choose to be positive or you can choose to be negative. Change is in your hands, responsibility is in your hands. That is the ideal way when we talk about being proactive. Okay. And number two is about mental creation. Begin with the end in mind. The summary, it talks about mental creation. You envision your future, you secure your future in your mind, and you work hard to make sure that it happens in real world. If you want to become a great designer, a great artist, or a great world changer, you need to work hard. Have it in mind, work hard until it is seen in real world. People should see it and attest it. Okay, so the second habit talks about your power to imagine things and your ability to become that which you have envisioned. I keep telling people it's possible. It's possible for us to accomplish that which we want to. It's not difficult, just that some of us don't have principles. And if you don't have principles, I don't know how you live. A man with no principles is like a lifeless man. You are just walking and you are controlled and toasted by air because you have no principle leading your way, which is so bad. We need principles, we need precept, we need guides, we need blueprint for our lives. Just imagine in a house, there are no regulation or rules. How will your children live? How will you live? Just imagine in an organization whereby there are no principles, there are no rules and regulations. It therefore means that workers will be chaotic. They will be doing things the way